Welcome to the Gransberry Chronicles Weekly Pick'em Final Game Edition. That's right, guys. It's the final game of the football season. So it's only right that I introduce you to my two co-hosts, and that's my boy Coach on your left and my boy D Jones on your right. What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? I'm already in
Oh,
my
we good.
I'm in my big game mode. I got my
Yeah.
footballs on. I got some haters.
Yeah,
They call co-hosts sometimes, but I'm okay with that. I'm never
yeah.
I'm never
Well,
worried about everybody agreeing with my philosophy on things to do. But look, we're not
It's
gonna
a new
keep you
fashion
guys long.
statement.
I'm sorry.
It's a new fashion statement,
No, it's only for this game. It only can be brought out for this game. This game has special
Uh,
meaning. It, you
mhm.
know, it's almost time for my breakup. If you guys don't know, football's my boyfriend, and we have to break up every year at the big game. And we take a hiatus. He enjoys the spring, he has his spring flings, and then we get back together every August. It's been a difficult relationship this year. We didn't get to touch and agree as much as we would like to. I didn't scream and yell as much as I wanted to. I didn't cry, but I was a little sad quite often, but I'm still looking forward to Sunday. What about you guys? Coach,
yes, I can't wait to this Sunday. I mean,
you sure?
we got old man against the new dude on the block. I
So we
Mhm.
mean, it
got
is what it
Sugar
is.
Daddy against Side Piece. All
Sugar
right.
daddy against side piece.
We know you
Yep.
like entanglements. And we
Yep.
hoping you done got through your last entanglement and you ready to make a good pick tonight. Derek, I'm sure by now it's settled in. Your guy is not going to be in Tampa Bay. He remains in Green Bay
Yeah,
for the most part.
yeah.
Heard he was riding around in the back of pickup trucks. So I'm sure he's not too worried about it. I've lost one earring. You know what? I'm going to lose
With
the other
Casey
one.
on my cold ones.
I'm going to just go ahead and lose the other one. But hey,
It just jumped off today.
it just jumped off. Look, we also have a special guest tonight, and her name is D-Lo. That's what she wants you guys to know her as for right now. D-Lo. D-Lo is a law school classmate of mine, but more importantly, she is a member of Pumps Cleats Couture, and that is my female sports fan group that I started in 2015 so that women can have a place to unite, talk sports, and look, in my safe space, you can like a team for the colors. You can like a team for the players. You can like a team for the city. You can like a team because it's Monday and change your mind on Friday. Yes, that term is bandwagon, but so what? It's welcome. We embrace you all, and I'm glad to have you. So we're going to bring on D-Lo. She going to rep her team tonight. Hey, D-Lo.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey,
I'm
we
D-Lo.
good.
We're doing
I'm
well. It's good
excited to
to
be
have
here.
you. Look,
And I'm a Texans fan.
I, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We know those are hard to come by, but
Mm.
even in that, I want to also acknowledge you as our first lady guest of the show.
What?
Ladies
It's
first.
first.
Hey, so hey,
Love
you
it.
know, of course, I'm always the premier lady in first place with my picks. Well, the show has my name on it, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm so honored to have you. I plan to have more members of Pumps Cleats Couture. So all ladies out there, if you are interested in being on the show, first join the group, sign up. I'll be giving different opportunities. And then, of course, the season is ending, but sports never ends. And, when me and my boyfriend get back together, we're going to do some more things. So, guys, let's get right to it. So, there's this big deal. COVID is taking its own little effect in Kansas City. The haircut drama, haircut case. I don't know. Every time Brady's in a Super Bowl, there's always something weird going on, even if it's not necessarily Brady. So this is actually, right on time with the whole idea of a quote unquote Brady Super Bowl. And obviously, if you're into football, you know that for once, the home team is actually in the Super Bowl. The host city
Like,
actually is in the Super Bowl, and that's pretty crazy. But I want to share with you guys my special touch about that, which is this was my first road trip ever. Oh, it's such a great memory. 2011, I traveled to Tampa Bay and I watched a glorious win. Obviously, Brady was not the quarterback, but even in that, it's just like Tampa Bay will always be special to me. I'm actually quite disappointed I'm not there, but I'm going to give a shout out to a supporter, Todd Diggs, who is actually going to the Super Bowl this weekend. Has to be amazing. Can't wait to talk to him about it. But let's move on. So, D Jones, tell me how you feeling about this weekend.
Oh man, I'm excited about the matchup. Like we have already said, old timer versus the new blood. Everybody knows how I feel about Andy Reid and that offense. They can score anytime they want, but I am very concerned about them missing three starting offensive linemen, the left and the right tackle. Now all those three guys are out for the rest of the season, which is only one game, but it's the biggest game that matters, right? So I think we kind of touched on a few things last week. I think both teams have dynamic offenses, a lot of offensive firepower, put it that way, weapons on the offense. It's going to come down to whose defense can stop who. I might surprise you, but I'm taking Tampa Bay to win the Super Bowl. I think it's hard for a team to win back-to-back. Even with that firepower, I don't trust their defense. I think Brady on the other side is not going to make mistakes in the big game. He's Tom Terrific. You know how I feel about him. It's hard, but I'm taking Tampa Bay.
I was like, are you about to have an entanglement too? Because you're like,
no.
Hard. Okay.
No,
well,
I pick one way. I pick one way or the other. I don't deal with that.
You don't deal with what? What exactly are you saying you don't deal with? Because
I can't deal with two. One is enough. So one is enough for me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can only pick one anyway, so I'm not really sure where you were headed with that, but I just want to double check because know
no entanglements.
No entanglements. Well, D-Lo. Now, you told me that you are a Kansas City fan.
I am.
You are a Tom Brady fan. So where does that leave you on Sunday? In love? In entanglement?
Listen, I'm going to have the best day ever because both of my boos going to be out there. I get to see old Papa. I get to see new Papa. I'm going to be right there. It don't matter who win. I'll be like I'll be like a fly on shit. It's going to be good.
Okay. Well, you know what that kind of reminds me of? It was a song and one girl got him during the week and the other one got him on the weekend.
I can't lose. I can't lose.
That's almost the thought process, but I'm not good at sharing, so that doesn't work for me. So I'm not there yet with you, but I think my boy Coach is kind of like you. He likes to share things. He's got the DM right now. So, Coach Pat, talk to us about your.
Well, this one is not as hard for me on this one because like you said, Djones talked about the three offensive linemen, and Pat Mahomes is going to have to get the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker. Jason Pierre-Paul, you got Dominican Sue, you got David, the linebacker, coming after him. I just think that Tom Brady would not. He sees it. The fact that this is his 10th Super Bowl, which is amazing within itself. And then you're talking about 6 rings and possibly getting the 7th one coming up. And I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay with this one. They're at home. That's weird to say in the Super Bowl, by the way. And then on top of that, you have Tom Brady that's just going to, take his team down the field. And, if he cuts off the turnovers, it's going to be a W for Tampa Bay.
D-Lo, I don't think I heard you say your pick. I heard you say you would be happy, but I wasn't really sure I heard the pick.
Okay. All right. So, oh my goodness. All right.
Pop your neck, pop, lock, and drop. What's
up? All right. So, I would love to see Patrick Mahomes win his 2nd Super Bowl, But there is a part of me that wants to see Breezy, because that's what I call my boo, wants to see Breezy with another ring on his finger. Like I love the photo of him with all the rings on. I want to see him with one on his thumb. So I'm going with Tampa Bay.
So that leaves me, and I'm never shied away from being different. I understand the whole offensive line struggles, but I also have trust in Andy and Patrick. I think that Tampa Bay's defense has been hot lately, but it's also been, had some misses of its own as well. And I just think that I'm going to give the young guy with the old coach that kind of gives me like the Karate Kid feel. I'm just like, I just believe they can hang in there together. And I'm going to ride solo and I'm going to wax on, wax off. And I'm going to stick with my original census even before the offensive line woes came out. And I'm going to stick with KC just because I do believe that, there are very few teams in the league that can survive that many offensive line struggles at one time. And then, like you said, it's the biggest game. But I think they've had enough time in between the last game and Sunday to put some type of rhythm together. Usually you're looking at about 2.5 days to kind of thrust yourself into the
Not with the
camp.
haircut. Not with the haircut fiasco.
Well,
I want a haircut. What are you talking
I
about?
get you with the haircut, but my only point is they didn't just find out today. It is what it is. It's time to step up. I just think that everybody got to step up and play the game they got to play. And I'm still confused about that. I'm a little disappointed too. It just seems like as the league, they would have had special precautions like this is the one game you cannot move and you cannot afford to have too many people at issue. And basically, there was a probability of 20 people that could have been affected immediately because of this haircut situation. So I'm kind of shocked by that, honestly. Like that kind of let the ball drop. And so I'm also hoping that this little mishaps is something that the other leagues look at, when you start thinking about things. Because last year wasn't much to think about for the NBA. They had the absolute bubble. But I think this year they're trying to do something different than what they did before. And you just have to be cautious. The last thing we thought is that a haircut could risk the whole team, especially when they're trying to use the same barber to prevent the very issue that they still ended up with.
That's what's surprising, that they didn't have him cleared before he got there. He found out he was positive while he was in the middle of cutting somebody. So that's crazy.
Somebody didn't open their iPad up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm
weird.
definitely going to stick with shout out to D. Lucas, another member of Pumps Cleats Couture. And she is going with KC, trying to support her old QB. I know he didn't win you much in college, so it's a good thing for you. And plus, Dallas didn't win you much this season either. So I don't blame you. I would try to pick a winner too. So that's a good pick. This has been, how did you guys feel about the Madden Pro Bowl? How was that for you as a fan? I can honestly say it didn't keep my attention and I kind of glossed it over. But
I watched a minute of it.
Derek, what?
I think I watched 1 minute of it. I wasn't really into the best part for me of the week. I didn't care for the Madden thing. The Madden thing was okay. It was cool, but it just, like you said, it didn't hold my attention. But the best part of the week for me was the highlight session between D-Hop and Jalen Ramsey. Just because those are two natural trash talkers. I tried to watch the one with Mike Vick and Deshaun Watson, and it didn't feel natural to me. It was like even when Vic was talking trash, he'll come and say something nice. So it was like, okay. And Deshaun just didn't. He just looked awkward to me, trying to brag and boast on his own plays. So I didn't really feel that part. But when they had two natural trash talkers with opposite positions, so Deshaun and Vic is the same position, where D-Hop and Ramsey, one is a corner, one is a receiver who've played against each other. That was more entertaining. But as far as the Madden thing go, it just didn't hold my attention. It was like watching some of my nephews play. I might watch them for a few minutes and then I'm gonna walk out the room.
Right. With me, I only watched maybe about 3 minutes. I gave it 3 minutes,
What?
and
The
I
Madden
couldn't
I
do it.
watched 3 minutes?
I probably watched about 3 minutes. I liked it when Beast Mode was on there. At the end, it just didn't, like you said, it was just watching. It was like watching somebody that you're sitting behind the couch and just watching them play video games. I did too watch some of the versus stuff on IG. I kind of had a slight problem with Deion Sanders still talking NFL when he should be worried about his football team at Jackson State. They could have had
That's a
somebody
little
else.
selfish.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I just had it. I can't. Because it was kind of like, okay, I'm still a reporter, but then I'm a football coach, and then they could have gotten somebody else or a natural player. But I did like the trash talk between D Hop and
Time
D
out.
Hop. Yeah,
I'm cutting you off.
why
I
you
got a
couldn't?
problem with everything you just said, so I'm gonna need a little bit more explanation. You are now being deposed because this don't even make sense to me. He is a former NFL player.
Okay, but what I'm
He has
saying
one.
is,
Hold on, don't but okay me yet. I timed out you. Let me finish my statement. You can't answer if you don't even know what I'm asking.
Flag on play. Go ahead.
Okay.
let's go.
So, first of all, he is an ex NFL player. He has won on every level. The only reason he left NFL Network was money and scheduling. How is he not focused on his team because he did a few episodes of versus with different players?
No, okay, all right. Minus the verses, I saw some extra stuff after the verses. I should
Okay.
have, I should have put that in with that aspect. But I know he was kind of like facilitating D Hop and Jalen Ramsey. That was actually pretty funny. Jalen Ramsey and D Hop going with that. But I'm just saying the extra stuff afterwards about the other what other players should go on what teams and whatever teams that he was
Is
doing.
that
That
because of
was
your personal feelings about Watson? You didn't want him to
no,
have
no,
comments?
it had nothing to do with just watch. It had nothing to do with just watch.
So every
The watching
show
thing is totally different.
every show, every sports show has guest ex NFL players and current players. So how's that any different?
No, okay, you're
I
right.
think he's
That
talking
makes
about the
sense.
content. I think, coach. Let
I'm
me help you,
talking
coach.
content.
Well, help
And
him.
not that I agree with him,
Okay.
but I think what coach is saying is more the content. If he's there to be a host of verses, which he was on more than just that one, he was a host. I think
Correct.
they had the same host all week. So if
Correct.
he's there to be a host the show, don't get into the rumors, don't get into the
You didn't
sources
want any
have to say.
conjecture and hits that you
Well,
know the players can respond to.
Like
that
But
Well,
you
that
know, so
so let me
but here's
say
the
that.
thing.
So,
Here's the
yeah,
so
thing.
go ahead.
Everything about Dion is
flash.
flashy. Everything about him is I'm bold, I'm out there. Everything he says is going to reflect back on his team, on his college team. And people love to hate on Dion. His famous
yeah, you're
line
right.
is, "How you like me now?"
Right.
So I think that it was a good idea for him to talk all the trash that he wanted to talk, to do everything that he wanted to do on the show, because all people are going to do is go back, Google him, look him up, and
Right.
then say, yeah, that's the dude that's going to be coaching Jackson State. Can't wait to see. Because they want to see him fail, which
That
is
makes
not
sense.
happening.
Well,
Right.
first of all, he in SWAC, so that's why number one, I don't want to do too much against him because proud SWAC, double SWAC alumni.
Right.
But my other reason for that is saying that if he ignored every single thing about controversy to the guys on the show, everyone would have said, "Oh, y'all trying to act like nothing is going on." So to
Right.
me, he purposely put the elephants out in the room to say, "This is how close I can go with this. I've been told already, don't ask these direct questions, but that don't mean I can't take undertone shots to get some natural reaction."
Right.
Because that's what a reporter would do. The only way you're not going to get that dialogue is a homie doing the interview. And at that point, we weren't looking for a homie.
Yeah,
We
that's true.
weren't looking for a homie.
That's true.
So I just wanted more explanation. I don't ride with you on
Yeah.
it. I just wanted you to give me more and don't blame it on he should have been getting his team ready. I think he got that covered.
Yeah.
I think he got that covered, and I'm going to give him room to do more than one thing. I want to make sure I go back and give a shout out to Mel. Mel is the host of Girl Chat Sports out of Vegas, and she is definitely a diehard Seahawks fan. And I will say Marshawn stole the show, but Marshawn steals the show even with any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for a
On
long
the
time,
Subway commercial.
right?
They
I think
made
for
that
a
commercial
while, the
straight off of
NFL
that.
Players Association is going to keep Marshawn busy because I think that advertisers love energy, and what most people don't understand is being authentic doesn't require much effort. You know, what requires more effort is when people try to be somebody they not. And so that is why I think Marshawn gets the lead on most things because he's the most authentic you can get. He never tried to use the media for his benefit. He never tried to pretend he was interested in what they had to say about him. And I honestly think, you know, that's the way to approach it. You can have your theories, but in reality, you can respect him because there was no waiver in it. This is exactly who I am. You can change all your rules, and I'm gonna stay aligned with who I am all the way through. And that to me is that's me. So I think that's why I relate to that because I really don't care what your line is or your thought process is. I'm going to give you me, and it's like it's truly a take it or leave it situation. And I mean, honestly, you sleep great at night when you do that. So
Both eyes closed.
and a little snore if you need it. But so I am, like I said, it's so hard for me to believe that this is actually in Tampa Bay and I'm not there. That I
Don't
don't
do
know
it.
how. I'm sorry.
I said, I would say, I don't see how people can do it. I mean, the prices, man, it was crazy. It was, but
The
I'm
price,
glad.
I
You
don't
can
think you think
But I'm
that hard.
glad. I'm glad that they're sending down first responders down. I think Robert Kraft is sending 4 or 5, sending a private plane and stuff, things like that. So those people will enjoy that.
Yeah, that's probably to also help keep the contamination down too, using and spread of because I think most people, well, the first responders all have the vaccination. That was
Yeah,
part
that's
of
true.
the deal for them to go anyway. But at the same time, it still keeps you keep the energy clean because you still have everybody else. But I'm assuming anybody probably on that flight is already vaccinated as well. And so shout out to them for that as well. And so yesterday was, National Women and Girls Day in sports. And, I am a former athlete, college athlete. And, I had a brief stint of high school sports. But more so, what I loved most was being a college athlete and on academic scholarship. And so I want to tell all women and ladies, like, your opportunities are endless. I didn't start out as a traditional athlete. I became an athlete when my scholarship academically was running out, but I wanted to get 2 degrees. So found a little loophole, saw a little sign that said try out for a little team. I made the team and I became a college bowler. So anything could happen. We always see the walk on football stories of the water boy or the trainer or, just a kid that really wanted an opportunity. And we don't tell the other parts too. I actually used that opportunity to facilitate myself to get a second degree. And so I was able to graduate with my electrical engineering degree and my radio television degree at the same time, truly thanks to bowling. And I can honestly say that, I use all of my degrees, radio, TV right now. And, I practice law for a living, but I use my engineering degree in the sense that, I'm a patent attorney as well. So I just feel blessed that we're being acknowledged in sports. And I love right now the campaign with Nike. If you get a chance to vote, they're trying to bring a form of football to collegiate sports for ladies. It's not about them trying to invade the space of the male sport. It's more so to give more opportunities. And I know that may be hard for people to see, but the point is, on the average football team, you have, plus 40 to 50 players eligible to play a sport. And so most of the time, girls only have the opportunity to play sports that have no more than 15 to 16 members per sport. So they don't get as many opportunities. And so it's more so given activity. Our kids are so consumed with electronics and television and streaming services. It's the way to be outside. And plus, I would love to wear my headband to more games. So that's my take on that. Now, obviously, I am the solo pick. What'd you say, D. Jones?
Put that up after today. You said it was just for today.
No, for Sunday too.
We're holding you to that.
For Sunday too.
Okay.
Why y'all don't like it? Y'all don't like it? Y'all want me to stop? I won't stop. Can't stop. Okay.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Now, so next week we will have our winners and losers. We're going to bring back some winners and loser fans. We're going to also try to talk to Todd Diggs about what is the COVID Super Bowl like. And then moving forward, I have a special guest lined up. We're going to do a series on NFL agent life and this COVID combine. It's going to be quite different than in the past. And so I'm kind of looking forward to it. Don't have much else to talk about. This is just our pre-big game celebration speech and sadness. And, we should probably end the show before I get terribly sad and start singing, because as Coach Pat said, I feel like I'm coming to the end of the road. And one thing I don't do very well is sing, but I really don't care who doesn't like my singing. But,
keep it in the shower. Keep it in the shower.
So we've come.
Oh, Lord.
No, we've come to the end of the road. And fairy tale lover. That's how I feel about it. When I don't win, it's my fairy tale lover. And, I really get sad. I mean, I really get sad about the end of the season. And it's because I just naturally, I plan my every week around football during the season. And now I have to find a new reason to say no. It was so easy with the schedule to just tell people, no, I have a game. No, I have to watch a game. And now it's like my schedule's wide open. And
you got the Lakers.
It's not the same.
It ain't wide open, Gransbury. We got the Gransbury Chronicles coming up. We got a whole bunch of content that's coming. This is the last
coming. I'm not worried about the content. You're so right. I'm not worried about the content. I'm worried about my happiness on Sundays. It just
we got so much work to do Monday through Saturday. Sunday is gonna be your rest day. We got work to do. It's happening.
Rest.
It's happening.
I don't do rest.
A couple hours. You do about 3-4 hours.
Yes. Okay. Shout out to Ricky. Ricky is one of our faithful viewers who has been, in love with his tweets and comments. We'll see. Ricky, tell us who you picking this weekend. And as you know, everybody on the panel tonight went with Tampa Bay, and your girl rose solo for KC. And so before we go, I want to make sure we give another shout out to D-Lo for visiting the show tonight.
Thank you.
And shout out to Pumps Cleats Couture. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for answering the call. Thank you for being the first lady on the show. Ladies first, ladies first. But we want to make sure everybody, when you get a chance or an opportunity, D-Lo, tell the people how they can find out about you and more, and what you do when you're not jocking for Brady and riding with KC.
So listen, this is what I do.
Uh-oh, wait. This is what she do. Tell us what you do, girl. Tell us.
All right. So my government name is Damien Curve Bonnier. All right. I just got rid of that Bonnier, but I keep it on for my business. I'm a family law attorney. And one of the things that I do best is I help men get custody of their children. Now, you can't come in being no bum, and you got to have that money. But if you on point, you a good dad and you just want to do right, you want your kids, I'm the person that you need to call. I can get you your kids. That's what I do.
So that means, regardless of your entanglements, if you good daddy, you can be the daddy. Okay, you can
Listen,
be
as long as your
This ain't
new
about
boo, as long
entanglement.
as your new boo know her place and she know how to sit down while I'm over there doing the work, we good.
Keep them kids out your
Keep them
entanglement. They ain't
kids
got
out
nothing to do
your
with them
entanglements.
kids.
Okay, keep them kids out your entanglement. All
Yep.
right, Coach B Pat, tell everybody what's up one more time for the final road, and tell them where they can find you. The final road of the football season, that is, not the final road.
Catch me on Twitter and Instagram at Coach B Pat. It's simple.
Simple. Just hit him up in the DM because his DMs are wide open for
Fire.
access. Hit him up. Hit
Fire.
him up. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Do it all. That's my boy. I'm
His
trying to get him
DMs
out of
fire.
entanglements and wrapped in love and affection. Okay? Out. Hey, Valentine's Day is coming up soon. Hey,
Hey.
get
And
you.
that's my birthday.
Oh, and your birthday.
Happy
So
birthday.
And my birthday. Guess what? I will be 50.
say what?
Awesome.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna have to send you some popcorn from Carlisle Popcorn.
And
Say,
guess who's not gonna turn it down? This girl.
oh, trust me, you won't turn it down and you'll reorder it. So trust
Oh
me,
yes.
You won't
you
turn
will
that
not
down.
turn it down. It is amazing. So Djones, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at djones9804, on Twitter, that boy Djones. Holla at you.
And we also know, let's be very clear, Djones DMs are not open. It is do not enter. Okay. The
Mhm.
He
open,
said one only.
the
He
only
said one only.
the only one open is B Pat.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
And
Ooh,
Hey, D-Lo. Oh,
she can take it. She can take it. That's the only one right there.
oh,
Right there. She
oh,
can.
yeah. She said,
don't allow
don't
Pass.
shortchange you.
I'm giving her the
there
pass.
you go. I'm Damien Curvey. Look, I'm Damien Curvey on Facebook. You can always find me. If you can spell it, you can find
Oh, baby, she just said, bring it all to her. Look, I'm too shallow for open DMs. I got height requirements and everything else, so it's just
it.
best.
5'11" just won't do.
It's just best to say I don't take every opportunity, so I don't even try to pretend. It's just it don't matter. It don't have none. I ain't a money person. I got my own money,
There
but
you go.
I
6
can't.
feet
I
and
don't
up.
want you can't stand on books and all that type of stuff. So I'm just no. So it's just
I'm
best,
only 5'4". It don't even matter.
huh?
I'm only 5'4". It don't even matter.
Yeah, I got a couple more.
Just gonna be 5'4". Yeah, look, just gonna be 5'4".
Why not? Why not? Why not? That's
I
your
ain't got all day to tell you all the reasons why not.
Oh, man.
and
Okay. That's a whole nother show.
because
No.
to keep it
That's
moving.
future content.
Your girl, the
Future
grandparent,
content.
wants to remind you, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Gransberry. And I am still taking birthday gifts.
Mm-mm.
In February?
It's the
It's a
month of
whole nother
love.
month.
Show love.
It's a whole nother month.
And
You can take some Valentine's Day gifts, but you just
No.
told them don't
Oh.
DM you.
no, because you can't get no Valentine on February 4th.
Hey,
By the 14th,
hey.
that's fake love.
Yeah,
that's,
you can.
that's fairy tale love. Oh, DM Big B Pack, you can.
No,
They
no.
shoot
You
shots.
can. I'm talking about you. I ain't talking about me.
Well, why you
He
trying
said he don't want
6
you.
feet and up. 6 feet and up.
to look? Nobody told you to put the height requirement out there like that. I never. Here's a true fun fact. I have
She never
never
said 6 feet.
actually said 6 feet.
No, she never
No,
has. No. Not
no
to be fair, she
post
never said that.
ever said that I said that.
Nope.
I share
You never
memes,
said that.
but I have never actually typed that. People see what they want to see. Comprehension is low when people don't give you what they want to see. I give you an illusion and you draw your own conclusions. What I said and what is fact is I do not, will not, cannot, and should not date anyone below my height. And I got the right to feel that way.
That's
But I
understandable.
never said anything about you had to be 6 feet. Now you
But
can't
yeah,
have
man.
a kid. I'm sorry?
5'11" just won't do.
I never said that. That's the funny thing. I don't actually think 5'11" is a legal height. I think dudes are 5'9", 5'10", or 6 feet.
Or 6'1". That's
I don't
it.
really think
That's
a
it.
What your height got to do with legalities?
We lawyers. We can make anything legal.
hey, anything.
Is it on the measuring tape? Is it on the measuring tape?
Hey, I don't believe it's the actual height. I didn't say it wasn't an actual measurement.
Counselors, the truth is the truth. If it say 5'11" on the measuring tape, it's 5'11".
Let me tell you something about the truth.
You 5'9" or you 6'1".
If the truth was the only thing that mattered, you wouldn't even have lawyers, because the truth would just be presented and it would be over with. It's a lot of gray.
So if I'm 5'11", I can't say I'm not, but if I'm 5'11", I can't say.
So find me a 5'11".
All right, this has been a teaser for the Grandsbury Chronicles coming to you after the weekly
everybody.
pick.
That's right. We're about to go. We're gonna thank my brother. Ricky said he would give me a birthday gift even in the month of February. See, that's where the love is at, and I feel you. I appreciate
It's called a belated birthday gift because he didn't know when your birthday was.
True.
But it's all good.
Damon said, "Let it go." So
I did. That's why I did, bro. I did. That's why I come to another show.
And on that note, as I always so graciously tell you and feel you from the bottom of my heart, we'll catch you next time.